Yeah, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. Hope you're feeling incredible this morning, man. I love Mondays. TGIM, baby. Thank God it's Monday. We got another shot to do it all over again. I hope you feel the same way. I hope you feel like you're ready to seize the day. I love looking behind me and it's like the sun ain't even up yet. You know what I mean? You want to know why? That means I'm ahead of 70, 80, 90% of these fools. You know what I'm saying? While they still sleeping, we getting it on. I want to say what's up to YouTube. I want to say what's up to the LinkedIn crew. What's up to the whole entrepreneurship family? What's happening to the Twitter crowd? What's up with the Instagram squad? If you are on Instagram, follow me at Mr. Hazik Ali. Mr. Hazik Ali. And always remember, if your phone is trying to charge you for the calls in the morning, text call me to the same exact number. Text call me to the same exact number. If you text the words call me to 667-776-9461, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to call you right back and it's on. Let's go.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place.
Like this right now, y'all.
Because
like
we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Apparently, I've been messing up, not telling people to like and share and comment. So I need your help. Like it, y'all. All right, we getting this party started.
All participants are muted.
Check-in time. Rep your city. Let them know where you from.
Entry and exit tones are off.
Yeah, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. There's a dividing line, y'all, that always seems to separate the achievers from the dreamers. And we're going to talk about it this morning. We're talking about attitude. What's up? Charlotte is in the house. Yeah. My man Mark Arnold made it in. What's up, Hadassah? Let's go. Where you from? Kansas City is in the house. I love it. My man Digital Daryl made it in. Naraya, good morning. Let's go, everybody. Make sure you share this thing with somebody you love. Because this morning we're talking about something that there's a thin line, y'all, that always seems to separate the dreamers from the doers, right? The dreamers from the actual achievers. What's that thin line called? What if I could deliver you exactly where that thin line is? Would you make sure you stay on the right side of it? Right? Would you make sure you stay on the right side of it? Because most people are living their life in a way, I hate to say it, but they're going to end up being a warning to people. What if we decide we're going to be an example? You hear me? Good morning. Let's go. What if we decide we're going to be an example? You know what I'm saying to you, Vita Lachey? Great day. Let's get it. Cassandra made it in. I love it. Ocala, but she tuning in from Georgia. I'm going to tell you where I'm going to see a lot of my people from Georgia in just a minute, and that is Nove World. I'm going to see you at Nove World. I hope everybody is ready. This is going to be phenomenal. You're going to get to meet a bunch of your millionaire-minded crew in person. You know what I mean? So what is this thin line? I got that it is 7:30 on the dot. Right now, y'all, make sure you like, comment. My social media mentor has been saying I don't say this enough. So right now we got dozens of people on here, right? If you include everything, then we've got hundreds of people watching and there's only 2 likes. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Can you please can y'all do your boy a solid and heart? If you're watching from one of the Facebook groups, or if you're watching from my timeline, or if you're watching from YouTube, no matter where you are, there's some kind of way that you can, if you're watching from LinkedIn, everywhere, the way this thing works is you only see the people that are watching with you. But there are a lot more here. I can see everybody that's here. You know what I'm saying? But for you, if you would just hold it down for your particular platform and please like this joint. Please leave us a comment. Give us a good morning. Rep your city. Tell us what kind of business you have, how it helps people. Then that helps the whole movement. It costs you nothing to like that thing. It costs you nothing to leave a comment, right? But what you're doing is you're putting yourself on the side of the coin where the universe is going to give to you. See, the universe gives to the givers just like it takes from the takers. Is that fair? And this morning, what we're going to do, y'all, Is this morning? Yeah, South Carolina in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, what's up, Terrence? Let's go. My man Cecil in the building. I didn't even know your name was Terrence, bro. Chelsea made it in. What's up, Chelsea? Okay, then. Yeah, what's up, Trina? Appreciate that share, Crystal. And thank you for all your help, Crystal. I love you, girl. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. So I promised you that I was going to talk about a line this morning, a line that separates the achievers from the dreamers. Can anybody guess what that line might be? Yeah, it's attitude. Some people just choose to complain, y'all. But then some people really take a look at their attitude. Achievers have a can-do attitude that sets them apart from the people that just dream all the time, that just talk about what they're going to do all the time. Achievers are the ones that are sold out to success. You know, last night I did a special training and I kind of chopped it up with this story from my business partner, and how he was talking about how he had first made it to this convention and whatnot when he had nothing, how he had to borrow money from his family. He decided that even though he couldn't make it to convention, he was going to sell. He was just going to go without cable for a couple months, right? He told the phone company he was going to be late on the bill, and then he borrowed money, and that's how he made it to his first convention. Then when he got there, he immediately, took a bunch of other people that could barely afford to be there. They all roomed up. They all try and take a shower, all make it to somewhere by 8 in the morning, et cetera, and so forth. It's 5 people fighting for one bathroom, right? What did they do? They bought a bunch of lunch meat and peanut butter and jelly, and that's what they ate during the whole convention. You know what that is? That's a can-do attitude, right? And then what did he do? He went ahead and was a multimillionaire by his mid-20s, a multi-million-dollar producer by the age some people are just now thinking about what they want to do for a job. Millionaires, achievers are sold out to success. It doesn't matter the obstacles. They're willing to push forward because they've already decided that when it gets hard, they're going to get hyped because they know that's the part you ain't willing to do. They know that's the part that's going to make them an example rather than a warning. They know that most people never seen greatness in the physical. So you got to show them a visual. They hear about greatness. They read about greatness. They see movies about greatness. They listen to podcasts about greatness, but most of them have never seen greatness. Somebody give it to me in the comments. I am greatness. We're going to start it off with an affirmation. I am greatness. I have the attitude of greatness. I am greatness. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 10 different alternatives you can use this morning to complain it. Instead of you always complaining, I'm going to give you a way to kind of measure yourself. I'm going to give you 10 different tactics you can use. Somebody say, I am greatness, and then give me a share on a Monday morning. TGIM, baby. Thank God it's Monday. TGIM. Let's go. I am greatness. Let's go. I am greatness. Let's get it. I am greatness. Come on, y'all. I am greatness. If you believe that about yourself, I am great. Not I will be great, not at some point in the future, or once I get a raise, or once they give me a different title, some kind of promotion. No, I am greatness. Listen to me. If you can't say that about yourself, I don't know who you think gonna come along and try to convince you. Whatever limitations you fight for, you get to keep. Somebody want to write that down? Whatever limitations I fight for, I get to keep. That's what my mentor always said. Well, whatever limitations you're willing to argue for, you get to keep. I am greatness. I am greatness. You hear me? I am greatness. Let's go. I am greatness. Yeah. I am greatness. Let's go. Let's go. I am greatness, Gary. I am greatness. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. All right, so I'm going to give you 10 of them. Here's the first one in. If you are great, one alternative that you have to complaining is that you can disown your helplessness. Disown your helplessness. Somebody say, I disown my helplessness. I disown my helplessness. What do I mean by that? I mean, all creativity comes from constraints. A lot of times, this adversity is a gift. Adversity is a situation that's been given to you so that you can work on the exact parts of yourself that can make greatness a lot easier for you. But you've got to disown your helplessness. Don't you know that the doers, don't you know the can-do people, don't you know what the ones that have the attitude that's going to make them great? They struggle through that adversity. They aggressively pursue solutions. And because they've decided there's got to be a way to skin this cat, because they've decided there's got to be a combination to this code, there's got to be a key to this lock, they end up uncovering solutions that other people never even try to find. Somebody say, I am greatness. I am greatness. Once you have this attitude, you're diligent, right? You're diligent about overcoming the obstacles that are in front of you. And what happens, y'all, is that you start looking like greatness to the people around you. They like, he don't give up. She don't quit. I am greatness. All right, here's the second one. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Yeah, I disown my helplessness. That's the first one I got for you. I disown my helplessness. I disown my helplessness. Let's go. I disown my helplessness. Let's go. Here's the second one. I'm in the driver's seat. This is the second alternative you have to complaining. You can say to yourself, I'm in the driver's seat. What you got to understand is that entrepreneurs ain't business owners. Business owners ain't even entrepreneurs a lot of times. You know what an entrepreneur is according to the Harvard definition? An entrepreneur is somebody who aggressively pursues opportunity without regard to the resources currently controlled. What I'm saying is they're looking to make something out of nothing. You hear me? They're fearless. They go straight to the source of the issue to find a solution, right? And this kind of effort always commands attention, because people admire people who wrestle the problem to the ground. The ones that don't wait, they initiate. Are you taking a bull by the horns? Do you realize you're in the driver's seat? I don't care what you're complaining about. It might not even be your fault, but I'm going to tell you what, it's your responsibility. I'm in the driver's seat. Here's the third one I got for you. Here's the third one I got for you. I'm in a no whining zone. I'm in a no whining zone. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you type out, I'm in a no whining zone. You can choose whining or you can choose winning. You know, if anybody's been rocking with me for a while, you know, boy, I'm cool, calm, and collected. But one way you get to me is if you start making excuses, if you start whining, if you start complaining. You know why? I don't take excuses because I don't make excuses, right? Am I perfect? Heck no. Heck no. Matter of fact, I suck at a lot of things, but I'm going to tell you what I don't do. What I don't do is make excuses. The reason I don't make excuses is because I don't take excuses. I was talking about this yesterday, you know, how a lot of people, they accept excuses from their team, from their employees, from their peers, you know, from their relatives. They accept excuses because they know that that's going to be that they know that in the future they may want to use that excuse. It's like they accept it as a down payment on an excuse they want to make in the future. Can you abstain from complaining? Are you abstaining from complaining? I dare you look at yourself, because if you have the right attitude, you recognize that complaining is a tool of the loser. Because what you're trying to do by complaining is get other people to make the same complaint, so then you feel comforted in your misery, right? You ever heard misery loves company? Greatness minds its business. You see what I did there? Company, business. You see what I did there? Listen to me. Misery loves company, but greatness minds its business. Are you whining or are you winning? Somebody say, I'm in a no whining zone. You got to guard your mind. You got to guard your mouth. I think it's Winston Churchill that said the price of responsibility, the price of greatness, because you know how he said, I am greatness. Winston Churchill said something ill. He was like, the price of greatness is total responsibility for one's thoughts. Think about that. Think about that. Here's number 4. Instead of complaining, put on somebody else's shoes. Put on somebody else's shoes. Somebody say, I look from the other person's POV. I look from the other person's point of view. Put on another person's pair of shoes, right? The man with no shoes complained until he met the man with no feet. You get what I'm saying? One thing about the attitude of greatness, right, is that what you will find over and over again is that they're able to empathize with others. I don't know if you guys get the text messages that we send out every morning, right? If you want to get it, here's how you get it. Text at MillMind to 81010. Text at MillMind to 81010, and you'll get these quotes. And we put out a quote the other day that was talking about how if you really want to win in this life, if there's a key to success, Henry Ford said, if there's a key to success, then it lies in being able to see things you're passionate about from the other person's point of view. Can-do people empathize with. That don't mean we accept weakness. That don't mean we accept weakness, but we do empathize with other people. We try to see any predicament from the other person's perspective so that we can make the best decisions. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Here's the fifth thing that they do instead of complaining, right? Nurture your passion. Nurture your passion. That's right. That's right. I'm in a no whining zone. I'm in a no whining zone. That's right. Hey, Alan, it's so good. I'm going to tell you again, bro. I ain't going to make you go back and watch the replay, even though I know you would, right? Check it out. The price of greatness is total responsibility for your thoughts. That's what Winston Churchill said. That's what Winston Churchill said. Number 5, nurture your passion. Check it out. People with the attitude of greatness, it's like they're immune to burnout. Why? They love what they do. You hear me? Because they've learned how to fuel the fire that keeps them moving. The prize ain't usually given to the person who's the smartest. The prize ain't usually given to the person with these advantages and resources and position. The prizes go to the one with passion, with real passion. You hear what I'm saying to you? Here's the 6th thing that you can do instead of complain. You can walk the extra mile. Walk the extra mile, y'all. Walk the extra mile. Check it out, y'all. Number 6 is walk the extra mile because it takes so little over the ordinary to be extraordinary. All it takes is a little bit of extra. Write this down in your comments. Write this down in your notes. Write this in your power book. It's never crowded along the extra mile. It's never crowded along the extra mile. I get to the office before everybody. Usually I leave after everybody. And it's never crowded. The whole parking lot is empty. If I was to show y'all the parking lot right now, it'll be completely empty. But you know what else going to be empty? Their bank accounts. Because they're trying to blend in with everybody. They're doing everything the way everybody else does it. You get what I mean? If you want to be extraordinary, what you got to do is find little ways to give yourself a competitive advantage over everybody else. Walk the second mile. Walk the second mile. You hear me? What are you doing to exceed expectations? I'm going to tell you what most people in this country do. Just enough to keep from getting fired. And in exchange, the employer pays them just enough to keep them from quitting. You hear me? How is that different from slavery? Slaves didn't work for free. Slaves worked for just enough food, just enough clothing, just enough shelter so they can make it back to. What we're saying is walk the extra mile. What we're saying is go the extra mile. What are you doing to set expectations for yourself that's higher than what's dictated by the people around you, by the situations around you? What are you doing to ignore that suggestion? Somebody type this in. Pain is just a suggestion. Pain is just a suggestion. Pain is just a suggestion. That is like the governor on your body. You know, I drive a car that one of my cars has like a V12 engine in it. It has like a V12 engine, right? A lot of cars that have these really powerful engines, they put governors on them. So even though the dash might say 240, the car won't let you go past 190 or 2 because they don't want you to hurt yourself. And here in America, there are very few places you can drive that fast. So a lot of times they'll put a governor on it. Well, guess what? You got a governor in your body. You have a governor in your mind that starts to, and you know what it's called? Pain. You get that pain. You're like, whoop, it's time to stop. You yawn. You're like, oh, it's time for me to go to sleep. What we're saying is go the extra mile. Set higher expectations for yourself. All right. I ain't going to beat a dead horse. Here's number 7. Yeah. Pain is just a suggestion, Chelsea. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, Vita. Pain is just a suggestion, Gary. Let's go, Alan. All right. Here's number 7. Quit stewing and start doing. A lot of times, man, we sit there and we wallow. We marinate in it, right? I'm going to tell you what you do when a storm comes around. You keep on going so you can get from underneath that cloud. You hear what I'm saying? If you are a can-do person, you're here to take action, right? While other people are crippled by worry, while other people are paralyzed by anxiety, or while other people have paralysis of analysis, do you have the fortitude to just push, to just bust a move? Oh, Hazik, what if I make a mistake? Check it out. You can't learn until you do make a mistake. All we worried about is making the same mistakes, but we got to make some new ones. We got to fail forward fast. Does that make sense? They think the perfect moment is when everything is safe and everything. Nah, man. If you wait until it's perfect, you waited too late. You waited too late. You hear me? Here's number 8. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. I'm gonna actually say it a different way. I'm gonna say be the flow. I'm gonna quote my man Jay-Z. I'm gonna quote Poet Laureate Sean Carter. And I'm gonna say be the flow. Be the flow. Hey, that's a big one. That's a big one. I can't learn until I make mistakes. It's hard to learn from winning, y'all. Can I get a witness? It's hard to learn from winning. Somebody say be the flow, and then give me a share. The thing about people with the attitude of greatness is that they can adjust to change. You don't catch them griping about some unexpected curve in the road because they're going with the flow. See, this is the thing. You got to learn to be a pronoid, not a paranoid. You know the difference? A paranoid thinks that the whole world is conspiring against them. A pronoid, Pronoid, a pronoid believes the entire universe is working for their benefit. And I'm going to go ahead and quote Henry Ford for the second time this morning. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're absolutely right. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're absolutely right. So if you are a paranoid and you think the whole world is me against the world, Tupac voice, then guess what? Your brain is going to say your wish is my command. But if you believe that things don't happen to you, they happen for you, guess what? You're going to be able to spot that silver lining in every cloud, because every cloud got to have one. That's the law of polarity. If there's a hot, there's got to be a cold. If there's a right, there's got to be a left. If there's a up, there's got to be a down. And if there's something bad about this situation, there's also something in it that's working for you. You hear what I'm saying? But you ain't going to find it unless you are able to accept transition with an optimistic outlook. In other words, you're going with the flow. Here's the 9th one I got for you. Is this helping? Here's the 9th one I got for you. Follow through to the end. I think it's Usain Bolt. He said, other people may start better than me, but the thing about me is I'm a great finisher. What do you do to follow through? So somebody give it to me in the comments. Since we going with affirmations this morning, somebody say, I'm a finisher. I finish whatever I start with excellence. I'm a finisher. The winners, they don't just initiate, y'all. They finish, right? They close the deal. I'm a finisher. And here's the last one I got for you, y'all. Expect a return as a result of your commitment. Expect a return. Miracles don't go where they're desired. Miracles go where they are expected, right? And what's a miracle? A shift in consciousness, right? Don't forget Peter walked on water too. Right? It wasn't just the cat we called Jesus, right? It wasn't just the dude we called Jesus. Check it out. Peter hopped out that boat. He stepped out on what? Faith, not water, faith. You hear me? You got to expect a return, right? Peter's consciousness shifted, and then he was able to walk on water. Isn't that interesting? Until he started saying, how am I doing this? And then he almost killed himself. What are you doing that shows you expect a return? You think you quit as easy when you're expecting a return? You think you stop training when you're expecting a return? When you're expecting that trophy, when you're expecting that gold medal, when you're expecting that championship belt, when you're expecting that championship ring, you think it's as easy for you to quit when you know for a fact what's on the other side of this adversity? Millionaires, if you make an all-out commitment with all-out attitude, you got to expect a return on that investment, because that's the way this universe works. That's why you study with us in the mornings. That's why you read the books you read. You're trying to get a feel for the laws of the universe. You're trying to get a feel for what it is okay for you to expect. How does this movie look? Right? That's why we read autobiographies. That's why we study the stories of the great ones, because we are greatness and we want to understand what's coming. Once we get a feel for it, we start to expect greatness. We start to expect a return as a result of this commitment. You hear me? The committed are going to reap rewards and find open doors, while other people just seem to be drawn to the excitement, drawn to the energy that's around them. It just emanates out of them. This is why they call them superstars, right? They're like a star with all these other planets orbiting. They all, if you want to make more money, Stuart Wilde said, all you do is raise your energy and then charge people when they show up. I hope this was helpful this morning, y'all. I hope this was helpful. Hope you got something out of this. It's affirmation time now. Every single morning we do affirmations. We do visualization exercises. And it's important that you be there. It's important you be there, because sometimes the only positive thing you're going to hear all day is the stuff you say to yourself. Ain't that cold? What a world. What a world. You're going to have to be intentional about scheduling your pleasure, because the pain will schedule itself. Right? Post one thing you're going to apply from today. Tag it Millionaire Minded. Post one thing you're going to apply from today's class. Post it on your timeline and tag Millionaire Minded. Tag your boy. I want to see what you're dead serious about. And it's affirmation time. Let's go. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. You ready? Say it like you mean it. You ready? All right. Repeat after me. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me easily and frequently.